Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where we keep you informed about the latest updates on pensions, Social Security, and benefits for retirees and families. Today, I have some important news that could make a big difference for millions of you watching. Imagine opening your mailbox to find a check that boosts your monthly income by hundreds of dollars, or even receiving a lump sum payment worth thousands. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, for many retirees, teachers, firefighters, and public servants, this could soon be a reality thanks to a new law passed in 2025. If you're a retiree, a low-income family, or someone over 40 planning for your future, this video is for you. We're diving into the Social Security Fairness Act, a major update that's changing how Social Security benefits work for millions of Americans. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's changing, who qualifies, how to take action, and what to watch out for to protect your benefits. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's walk through this together. First, let's talk about why this news matters. For years, millions of public servants, like teachers, firefighters, police officers, and federal employees, have faced unfair reductions to their Social Security benefits. These reductions came from two rules called the Windfall Elimination Provision, or WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, or GPO. If you worked in a job where you didn't pay Social Security taxes, like many public sector roles, these rules could shrink or even eliminate your Social Security payments. For some, this meant losing hundreds of dollars each month, making it harder to cover bills, medical costs, or daily expenses. For others, it felt like a broken promise after years of hard work. The good news? That's changing. On January 5, 2025, the Social Security Fairness Act was signed into law, putting an end to both WEP and GPO. This is a historic moment for over 3.2 million Americans who can now receive the full Social Security benefits they've earned. Whether you're a retired teacher in Texas, a firefighter in Ohio, or a federal worker under the Civil Service Retirement System, this law could mean more money in your pocket, potentially increasing your monthly benefits by hundreds of dollars and even delivering retroactive payments for benefits you were owed since January 2024. So, what exactly is changing? Let's break it down. The Social Security Fairness Act eliminates the WEP and GPO, two provisions that have been around since the 1970s and 1983. The WEP reduced Social Security benefits for people who receive a pension from a job that didn't pay into Social Security, like many state or local government jobs. For example, a teacher who worked 30 years in a public school system might have paid into a state pension instead of Social Security. If they also worked a side job that paid into Social Security, their benefits from that job were cut because of WEP. The GPO was similar but affected spouses, widows, or widowers. If you received a pension from a non-Social Security job, your spousal or survivor benefits could be reduced or wiped out entirely. Now, with these provisions gone, affected retirees can receive their full Social Security benefits. The Social Security Administration, or SSA, estimates that this change impacts over 3.2 million people, including teachers, firefighters, police officers, federal employees under the Civil Service Retirement System, and even some workers who paid into foreign Social Security systems. For those already receiving benefits, the SSA is working to adjust monthly payments and issue retroactive payments for benefits owed since January 2024. By July 2025, the SSA had already sent out over 3.1 million payments totaling $17 billion, with an average retroactive payment of about $6,710. How much could your benefits increase? According to the Congressional Budget Office, the average monthly increase for those affected by WEP could be around $360 by December 2025. For those impacted by GPO, the increase could be even higher, about $700 per month for those receiving benefits based on a living spouse's record, and up to $1,190 for widows or widowers. For many, this could mean the difference between just getting by and living more comfortably. For example, if your current Social Security benefit is $1,976 per month, this law could potentially boost it closer to $3,559 for some beneficiaries, depending on your situation. That's life-changing money for groceries, healthcare, or even a little extra to enjoy with your family. Now, let's talk about who qualifies. Not everyone will see a change, so it's important to understand if this applies to you. You may be eligible if you receive a pension from a job that didn't pay Social Security taxes, often called a non-covered pension. This includes people like public school teachers in states like Texas or Massachusetts, where state pension systems are common, firefighters or police officers in certain states, federal employees under the Civil Service retirement system, or workers who paid into a foreign Social Security system. If you've been receiving Social Security benefits that were reduced because of WEP or GPO, you're likely eligible for an increase. If you're a spouse, widow, or widower whose benefits were cut because of a non-covered pension, you may also qualify. Here's the key. Not all public employees are affected. About 72% of state and local government workers already pay into Social Security, so their benefits weren't reduced by WEP or GPO in the first place. If you're unsure whether your job paid into Social Security, check with your employer or pension administrator. You can also look at your Social Security statement, available through your My Social Security account online, to see your earnings history and whether your benefits were reduced. If you think you qualify, what should you do? For most people, the good news is that no action is required. The SSA is automatically adjusting benefits for those already receiving Social Security. If your benefits were reduced by WEP or GPO, you should have received a mailed notice from the SSA explaining the change. Some beneficiaries have already received lump sum retroactive payments for benefits owed since January 2024, and monthly payments are being adjusted starting in April 2025. By November 2025, the SSA expects to have updated all beneficiary records. If you haven't been receiving Social Security but believe you're eligible, you'll need to apply. You can do this online at ssa.gov by calling the SSA at 1-800-772-1213 or by visiting your local Social Security office. If you haven't applied because you thought WEP or GPO would reduce your benefits, now is the time to check. When you apply, you may also receive retroactive payments for benefits you were eligible for since January 2024. To apply, you'll need your Social Security number, proof of your pension, and details about your work history. Make sure your mailing address and bank information are up to date with the SSA to avoid delays. What if you're paying Medicare premiums? If your premiums are deducted from a Civil Service retirement system annuity, the SSA will notify you that they'll now be deducted from your Social Security benefits. In most cases, any premium refunds will be included in your retroactive payment. If you don't receive a refund within 6 weeks of the end of the calendar quarter, contact the SSA. If you pay Medicare premiums through your bank's online bill payment service, contact your bank to stop those payments and call 1-800-MEDICARE for help. Let's clear up some common questions and misunderstandings. First, there's confusion about whether everyone in a public service job qualifies. Not all teachers, firefighters, or police officers are affected, only those with pensions from jobs that didn't pay Social Security taxes. If you paid into Social Security your entire career, this law likely doesn't change your benefits. Second, some people wonder why they received a lump sum payment without applying, while others didn't. If you were already receiving reduced Social Security benefits, the SSA automatically sent retroactive payments. If you weren't enrolled, you'll need to apply to get those benefits. Third, there's a misconception that this law eliminates taxes on Social Security benefits. That's not true. while a separate bill, often called the One Big Beautiful Bill, offers a $6,000 tax deduction for seniors over 65, it doesn't specifically remove taxes on Social Security benefits. We'll cover that in a future video, so stay tuned. Now, a word of caution, scams are on the rise. With big changes like this, scammers may try to trick you into sharing personal information or paying fees to unlock your benefits. The SSA will never call you out of the blue asking for your Social Security number, bank details, or payment to process your benefits. If you get a suspicious call, email, or text, hang up or delete it. Report scams to the SSA's Office of the Inspector General at oig.ssa.gov. To stay safe, only use official SSA websites or phone numbers like ssa.gov or 1-800-772-1213. If you're unsure about a letter or notice, visit your local SSA office to verify it. Protect your information and don't let scammers steal what you've earned. Here's a useful tip to help you make the most of this update. Create or check your My Social Security account at ssa.gov. This free online tool lets you view your earnings history, see your benefit estimates, and track any notices or payments related to the Social Security Fairness Act. It's a secure way to stay informed without relying on mailed letters, which can sometimes get lost. If you need help setting up your account, ask a trusted family member or call the SSA for assistance. Having this account will give you peace of mind and keep you in control of your benefits. Before we wrap up, let's talk about one more thing to watch out for. The Social Security Fairness Act is a big win, but it comes with a cost. Experts estimate it could add $190 billion to Social Security's budget over the next decade, potentially speeding up the program's trust fund depletion by about 6 months, from 2033 to 2032. This doesn't mean your benefits are at risk right now, but it's a reminder to stay informed about Social Security's future. Write to your senators or Congress members to share your thoughts on protecting the program for years to come. Your voice matters. To sum it all up, the Social Security Fairness Act is a game changer for over 3.2 million Americans. It ends the unfair WEP and GPO rules, boosting monthly benefits for public servants like teachers, firefighters, and federal employees. Many of you could see increases of $360 to $1,190 per month, plus retroactive payments averaging $6,710. If you're already receiving benefits, the SSA is handling adjustments automatically. If you're not enrolled but think you qualify, apply through SSA.gov or call 1-800-772-1213. Watch out for scams and use your My Social Security account to stay on top of your benefits. This is your chance to claim what you've earned, so don't miss out. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Are you affected by this new law? Have you received a retroactive payment or seen your benefits increase? Share your story. It could help someone else watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend or family member who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on pensions, Social Security, or benefits. We're here to keep you informed and empowered. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.